What's going on, all you beautiful dreamers, keepers, and reptile enthusiasts out there in TV land? I'm Brian from Sky High Morse, and welcome to Sky's the Limits podcast. How's everyone doing tonight? Everybody, can you hear and see me? Make sure all this is working good. Uh, you able to hear me, guys? Uh, Thumbs up in the chat. You can hear me. All right, thank you, Mike. All right. Awesome, awesome. So let's go ahead and get to the shout outs. So of course, Mike Duvall, thanks for coming. Welcome everyone. Hit that like and please share it. Yes, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe the video. Hit that notification bell so you guys don't miss out on anything, especially the $1,000 drawing or contest that we're going to be doing in January and February. You guys ain't going to want to miss that. Your chance to win the $500. If nobody or just a couple people, then that second and third place prize will get split between those people. But all right, who else we have here? JNS Exotics. What up, everyone? And what was nice to see today, Brian, even if we spoke for a few minutes. Yes, it was, James. It was. All right. So it looks like that's everybody right now. So tonight's going to be a little bit shorter night podcast, only because we are going to be gearing up to go to Tinley next weekend. So next weekend there won't be a podcast. The following weekend we do have our guest coming on. It will be Eric Smith from ERS Reptiles. So make sure you tune in for that one. That should be a pretty nice episode. And that the following month, we have Brad from Frontline Reptiles coming on. And in December, I'm kind of excited. We're going to have Crystal and Joe Bakery from Midwest Exotic Animal Expo and also Reptile World Reptiles. Can't wait for Tinley. Neither can I. I'm really excited for it. I got 3 breeder ready females that I am already going to pick up from EH Exotics, and that so I'm really excited there. I also got a little bit of money put away just in case I see something that I like that I might go good with our breeding plans here at Sky High Morphs. And not only that is you can't go to Tinley without bringing home some animals. So, I do have, like I said, 3 breeder females that I'm picking up. And then I am going to be looking out for a couple other things, but I do know I'm going to have to get a hold of John from Mad River, because he's working the VPI clown projects, and I do believe he has a male VPI clown, and that I want to pick up to go with my het clown female, because by the time that the male grows up, the female should be ready by then. Unfortunately, I gotta go back to work, but I catch the replay. Alright, James, you, have a good day at work, man. Don't work too hard, it's Saturday, man. It's supposed to be your relaxed day. But so with that, a couple updates. Sit with me this month. Like I said, I wanna do an update month to month. At work, haven't got anything with the key man pay yet. Unfortunately, they've been having me kind of lightweight train on it, but not completely because we are hiring in more people. So they've been having me train the new people as well. Um, besides that, I did find out that one of my snakes that when foolish me, about 2 years ago, I picked up a orange dream het clown, was supposed to be a female, turns out that female is a male. At the time, new breeder, I didn't know how to pop hemipenes, I didn't know how to probe, so I kinda took the breeder's word for it, and I should have checked, but female turns out to be a male, so hence why I'm picking up the 3 breeder females, breeder-ready females from Tinley. That way I can continue my breeding plans that I already had, even though the male or female is a male, but I can still use them. Um, so yeah, that was awesome. Like you said, my own fault. There's no point of getting a hold of the breeder 2 years later saying, "Hey, you sold me the wrong sex," when I should have did my due diligence and checked it when I got it on arrival, which I do with my snakes now, you know, well, I'd been doing with my snakes for a while, but, I learned how to probe, and ever since I learned how to probe is when I started doing that. So yeah, nice. Um, Also, I wanted to bring up the topic of closing down. Me and the wife has been talking about it for a little while. Um, when I say a little while, I say maybe 3, 4 minutes. But yeah, so we are going to be closing down our shipping and receiving for the winter. It is starting to get cold out. My welfare and the well-being of my animals means way more to me than making any sale, so I don't feel comfortable shipping. I might leave it open depending on the weather until the end of October, but until further notice, because it has been dropping pretty cold at night, and I know once you get up there in those planes, they're in just cargo holds. There's no heat in those cargo holds. I know the heat that's what heat pads and heat mat or, the heat, tape or whatever you wanna call it, hand warmers, and that's for, but, um, LMK, what's going on, Ken? How you doing? Hey, Mad River, I was just talking about you. How you doing? Yeah, like I was just saying, is I'm gonna have to get a hold of you here soon because I know you work with that VPI clown, and I do know you have a male, and my female is getting up to size. So by the time that male's up to size, the female should be ready. So I might be getting a hold of you here soon about that. Um, but as I was saying about the shipping, yeah, we're closing down our shipping. Um, because, like I said, the weather is getting colder. Welfare of my, animals are way more important, you know? I don't feel comfortable putting the heat pad in the box because 'cause I've heard stories of the tape giving away, the heat pad landing on the snake dying because the heat pad was sitting on top of it the whole time. So, just for my own well-being and peace of mind, because I don't wanna go through that stress of, "Well, is the animal gonna make it there, safely?" I'm just gonna go ahead and close down our shipping right now. Um, Also, we have 4 babies left for sale. I do have a couple of the holdbacks that I might be releasing, I'm not 100% sure, but I do have 4 babies left for sale. LMK, oh, yeah, shipping's iffy in some areas. Yeah, in my area with my winters, they can get pretty cold. Yeah, Mad River, I'm definitely gonna be getting a hold of you. When you're not busy, brother, can you send me the link for a probe kit? We can talk about it. Of course, Mike. Yeah. Actually, when I get done with the podcast, I can send you that link to Amazon for the probe kit that I got, and we can definitely talk about probing and everything. Because, like I said, with that little mishap of the female being a male, you know, and now that I know how to probe, of course, every animal I do bring in, I probe, even if the breeder says it's a female or whatever, I still probe. But, yeah, so I have 4 babies left, for sale, like I was saying, so once those are gone, I'll probably be, ending our expos for the rest of the season. And depending on the weather as well, because I don't wanna be, transporting them out of a warm building and through the cold into a warm car, out of the warm car, through the cold, into a warm building, and then back and forth all like that. Like I said, my well-being of the animals is way more important to me. So, the Expos might be also be, ending here for the season as well here shortly. We'll see how the weather holds out on that. Um, but yeah, so really excited for Tinley. We are gearing up for that. Got the hotel paid for, got the tickets done, paid for. I kind of took a week off of work and that took my vacation, so I'm going to get a lot of this stuff around the house done, get all the rodents cleaned, get all the tubs cleaned for the month, all that good jazz, and that way when I do leave for Tinley, Friday, it would actually be Thursday night because it's about a 6-hour drive for me. So about Thursday night, we'll leave, get there because we got the VIPs for Friday. Get there Friday morning, go in right, I do believe, they're allowing VIPs in Friday at 7. I will have to double check, but even if they ain't, I do have other things I wanna kinda check out, like I said, I'm gonna be down there all 3 days, so, gonna be there Friday, and that washroom set up. I am gonna be recording, gonna try to record as much as I possibly can. Of course, I'm gonna be also, recording for the 15 minutes of lame and that for their reels and that because voting will be opening up in December. So I want to start getting footage together, getting reels made up and everything, so I can just start releasing them instead of worrying about, oh man, I got to make this reel. Oh man, I got to try to figure out what I'm going to be doing and making content. I kind of want to have it all done. So I'm gonna start focusing on that as well because now I don't have to worry about shipping and that, I'm going to go ahead and post it also on Facebook, Instagram, all that, let everybody know that shipping will be closed down for the season until further notice, and weather starts warming up, more babies start hitting the ground, then shipping will be reopened, but mainly the weather, because I just don't feel comfortable about it. I don't. It's stressful enough shipping during the summer, and I don't want the stress of shipping during the winter. I just don't. So instead of dealing with that, I'm just going to close down shipping. Um, does anybody have anything they want to talk about in the comments or anything? You guys got any questions? Kind of want to try to make this go at least another 5, 10 minutes. Yeah, I know it's good. Like I said, I wanted it to be a little bit shorter tonight because I do want to get on all this. I got a lot of other housework I got to take care of, getting everything buttoned up for Tinley, getting everything packed, all that, because we're going to be gone for 3 whole days. And that I don't expect to probably getting back until Sunday night, early Monday morning. And then when I do get home from work or Monday morning from Tinley, I'll be getting everything ready, going back to work. I gotta find out what time I gotta work. So, who do you zip through? Ship through. I actually use Redline shipping, Mike. I was using, Ship Your Reptiles, but, Redline shipping is actually a little bit cheaper. And I also like their packaging a little bit better than the, Ship Your Reptiles. Not saying that Ship Your Reptiles is a bad company or anything like that. They're an excellent company. They do a wonderful job, but I just prefer, the Redline shipping a little bit better. Um, but there is, many options, for shipping, especially here in the States. I know up there in Canada, they're more limited, but we're here in America. We're Americans, you know, but yeah, so I use, Redline shipping, Mike. And, the nice thing about Redline shipping is that they'll also tell you, like, if it's safe weather, they'll advise you on how to, package your boxes and that if you ask them, tell them what you're shipping and the size of the box. They'll tell you how many animals you can put in the box, which I do believe it is pretty good. Robin is pretty awesome about helping out, and their customer service is awesome. Um, Ship okay, gotcha. Wanted to view the viewers to know. Well, thanks, Mike. Um, Now, Mike, do you use, Redline shipping or, who do you go through? 'Cause, myself, like I said, I do prefer the Redline. So let's see what else, is going on. Oh, my black pastel NG orange dream lesser hypo boy. He, is hitting around 6, I think, when I weighed him, his exact weight was 663. So he's getting up there. We're getting ready to be put into the breeding projects as well. Um, he's 100% het clown as well, so that would be a nice little pairing to do. I got, like I said, I'm picking up those 3 breeder females. They're all gonna be a 100% het clown as well. Trying to make a lot of visual recessives, this year. I'm pairing up, hold on, let me pull out my Husbandry Pro, and I'll tell you my breeding plans real quick. I would do it on here, but I don't know how to do the screen share and all that. Um, so I'm still learning the podcast stuff, guys. I haven't shipped yet, but will probably be Redline. Yeah, definitely check into it. I know it's hard for you to see and that, but call Robin, ask him any questions that you have, Mike. He's like I said, he's really helpful. The customer service is really helpful. Um, and they really are, like I said, an awesome company to go through. They are a little bit cheaper than, the Ship Your Reptiles. They do use FedEx just like, Ship Your Reptiles. They use the FedEx company, overnight shipping. Of course, I always prefer overnight shipping. It's the only way to ship if you're gonna ship a reptile, of course. Um, but let's see, back to my breeding plans. Let's go here. Let's go breeding, breeding plans. So I got my Dreamsicle clutch that I am working this year. So we'll have hopefully lavender pies coming out this year. I have my visual normal pied clutch that I did last year. That I made some pretty awesome pies with. So I'm going to repeat that pairing this year. Only because I didn't hit the all gene animal or actually the animal that I was hoping to hit, which was gonna be the Enchi leopard fire pied. I ain't too worried about the yellow belly. I got my, male is a fire yellow belly leopard Enchi. Do believe possible orange dream pied. So or het pied, sorry. So hopefully trying to make him into a visual. Because I would like to put the Enchi and the leopard and the fire into the, Dreamsicle project. So, trying to repeat that pairing to make some visual pies. I'm also, pairing up a couple het ultramels, a super enchi ultramel and or het ultramel and a black pastel bamboo het ultramel. So hopefully wanting to hit the black pastel ultramel, of course, bamboo ultramel. I know the black pastel enchi is a leaglet, so maybe some, super whatever you wanna call the black pastel enchi allelic combination. I'm not sure of the name of it, but I do know they're allelic. So hopefully to hit maybe one of those, but really looking to hit the black pastel bamboo, ultramel. And then I am also doing the clown project. I'm working the visual clown. I have a visual male clown that I'm pairing up to some females. I'm also got an orange dream clown male, which was supposed to be the female, that I planned on throwing to a pastel het clown female. And if my OD, black pastel, lesser, enchi, hypo, het clown boy is ready by the time these females are ready when I get back from Tinley, and that will weigh him up at the end of the month. If he's ready, he's gonna go to one of them as well. So visual clowns, and then I have a dual sire, pairing, which I just kinda had a female that she's a pastel, and she, um, really didn't have no plans for her this year at all, so I threw a, what is it? A pastel Mojave, double het, clown pied, um, het lavender. Well, he's, supposed to be a triple het, but we'll see. He's getting paired up to the Dreamsicle. Hopefully, he proves out for the Lavender. Hopefully, he proves out for the Pied. The Clown, I'm not too sure about on him, but like I said, he's supposed to be a triple het, but I believe he's going to prove out the Lavender Pied. Well, I had him shed tested for the Lavender Pied, so I know he's going to prove out the Lavender Pied. It's just the Clown that I didn't have him shed tested for. So like I said, I'm not too worried about the Clown right this second, 'cause I have other clowns that are in my clown pied projects that I'm gonna be throwing into the Dreamsicle to make and all that, and to make the Holy Grail. Then I also paired that same pastel Enchi, uh, to my OD clown or het clown female as well, just like I said, it was supposed to be a female, it turned out to be a male. So I said, "Hell with it. Let's see if we can't make some pastel edgy orange dreams. Why not?" Um, so that's gonna be an interesting clutch. Now I have had locks from all 4 of the clutches, um, that I've so the Dreamsicle, the Pied, my Ultra Male, and my dual sire clutch, I've had all locks up with all the females, so hopefully, they all go the season, and next year, I'll have a bunch of visuals along with some random ones. Then I get those 3, het clown females, from Tinley this, coming weekend. Hopefully, they're ready. I can, start, pairing them up. Let's see, what's the Dreamsicles go for? Right now, Dreamsicles, Mike, are going for around 900 to $1,200. Let me check on Morph Market real quick, and I'll give you a better price range. Let's see, we'll go here, we'll go here, we'll go. Let's go down here to lavender, visual lavender albino. Go to filter, traits, hide, fly, go back to filters, no additional traits. So just we'll look at just dreamsicles. Yeah, from 900 to 1,000. 900, 1,500. So let's say on the low end, about 600, Mike, on the high end, about 1,200. I mean, if you wanna spend 15 for one, you're kinda crazy, but, yeah, so about low end, like I said, 600, high end, about 12. Hi, Sean O'Connor, how you doing this evening? Great to see you pop in. Sounds like you have a good breeding plan, man, for this year. Yeah, like I said, trying to hit a lot of the visual recessives. Then the following year, I'm going to be doing a lot of double and triple het stuff. Hopefully in 2026, well, all my double and triple het females should be ready to start breeding. So I'll be pairing a lot of double and triple hets, hypo clown, G stripes, and that, and then also throwing in the like I said, the lavender into the clown, the dreamsicles into the clown for the holy grail for my, and that's pretty much going towards my dream snake, which is that 6 gene recessive. I know it's crazy, man. I might never hit it. I get it, but I gotta try, and that's just what I do. I can't give up on my dream. So, thanks, brother. You're welcome, Mike. You're welcome. And same with like the 15 minutes of lane contest, guys. You know, I understand that I might not win it. I understand there's my competition is very, very strong this year. They are really killing it in the reels. They really are killing it with their collection. I got some really tough competition ahead of me with this 15 minutes of lame. So I understand, I might not win, but I'm gonna guarantee you that me not winning is not by me lack of trying or lack of participation. It's not gonna be that, it's just gonna be the best breeder's gonna win, or as they say, the lamest breeder's gonna win. And hopefully that lamest breeder is me, but we do have some really good competition this year, guys. I will say that, man. Like Lenny, he's killing it with the reels over there at Demonic Reptiles. So is Ink Lady Morphs. They're really killing it over there with those reels. Um, we got some really killer people like what is it? Sorry, I'm having a brain fart. Just one more reptiles, which he's actually, or just one more exotics. Sorry, just one more exotics. He's going to be actually out of Ohio too, guys. We got Sammy Vargas from Bull Pythons. He gets really making waves in the reptile community. You got 319 Morphs, Chris from 319 Morphs. You got Charlie from Reagan Renee Reptiles. I mean, we got some really, really killer competition this year. So, I'm up against some really tough stuff here. Let's see. I should have let you borrow that big leopard clown girl. She was at 1,550 grams. Oh, that's all right, Mike. Um, you know, I didn't know that the female was going to turn out to be a male until, let's say, I just try to put the male in with her. Um, well, at first I put a male in with her or him, and I heard bang, 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 and I've asked some questions in Billy's Patreon about it, like, this girl's acting like a male because she's fighting my other proven breeder male, and I know this other male is a proven breeder because I have babies from him, so and that so, I talked to other people and they said, "Well, maybe she's not ready." Okay, I get that. Well, I just weighed her up. She's, close to 1,600 grams, and that was like, all right, well, she's good size. Let me throw this male back in with her. Bang, 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 bang. Like, damn, what the fuck's going on? Maybe she don't like this male. Well, out of curiosity, I threw her in with the by pastel, and she proven breeder female. I know she's proven breeder. I got babies from her. So threw her in there. Checked in about an hour later because I didn't hear no bang, 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 bang in the dang tub, and they're locked up. Like, well, fuck. Took her out to a show or him now, out to the show today, and then was talking to a couple breeders because, like I told you, Mike, I'm really horrible about popping hempines. That's why I probe and everything. It's like, well, I'll take her out to the show, just show her off. That way the kids have somebody to hold and that, I like doing that. I like taking one of my older males and that because now I'm thinking she's a male. So I take her out to the show and was talking to one of the other breeders at the show, and he was like, "Well, here, let me pop her for you." You know, because I told her what or told him what I was just telling you guys how she was fighting the other male, and I think she locked up with this pastel and she female. He popped her, and sure enough, she is a he. And I was like, "I told you, I told you she locked up with the fucking female, man. How's a female gonna lock up with another female? That female has to be a fucking male." So yeah, so I didn't know about it until, like I said, just a couple of days ago. I hope you win, bro. You put out great stuff. I hope I do win too. I really, really do hope it, like I said, it's not gonna be for a lack of trying, man. It's not gonna be for a lack of participation. Um, that's one thing I guarantee you guys, I'm gonna put forth my best effort into this. You know, I'm gonna put out those reels. I got a what in my opinion, a pretty amazing collection that I'm gonna they're not breeding size yet, but give me another year or 2 when they're gonna be breeding size, and I guarantee I'm gonna be producing some amazing stuff because it's not just recessives that I'm working with. Like I said, the vet male is, black pastel, energy, orange dream lesser. Then I got, chocolate orange dreams. I got let's see, my fire 50% het monsoon, and hopefully she proves out. She's a clown, fire clown, possible vanilla. I have one. I mean, black pastel, blackhead, bamboo, bongo. You know, I mean, I have a bunch of recessive or codoms that I'm throwing into this stuff. So I know when I talk about my animals, I just usually talk about the recessives because I am into the recessive game. But don't get me wrong, I have plenty of codoms and dominants that I can sprinkle in as the salt and pepper, as they say. Uh, hell yeah, man, you really educate the kids. I try to actually, speaking of education, that actually reminds me of, like I was telling Chad Johnson, and I did it today again. You know, I have a little Spitfire baby that I'm actually probably going to keep because she is a Spitfire. I can get her to strike out at me, and that I know doing it is just aggravating the snake, and it's not like I do it all the time. So please understand it is for educational purposes why I get the snake to strike out at me. But when I'm at the shows and that I do like to pull her out and show the kids that getting bit by one of these animals isn't as bad as everybody makes it out to be, especially some of these YouTube videos and everything make these snake bites out to be so horrible, so I like to educate these kids and show them, "Hey, look, I can wave my hand in front of that snake, have it bite me a couple of times, and hey, look, nothing, there's no mark, there's nothing, it didn't hurt, I'm not dying, I'm not having to be rushed to the hospital or anything like that, and actually, I like it sometimes when they do break the skin, that way I can show, like, "Look, it's just a little drop of blood, let's wipe it off with a paper towel, and look, there's just a little red dot, that's it. Yeah, some of these bigger girls can pack a punch behind them, and then I that's what I educate about. It's not an aggressive thing. They're doing it because they're being defensive or they're mistaking you for food. There's 2 reasons why a keeper usually gets bit. Either they're getting bit because the snake is defensive and the snake is scared, thinking that you're going to hurt it, or the snake, especially ball pythons, and that mistake the food and hit your hand. You know, that's usually what happens. It's not like the snakes running down the street, chasing after you, trying to bite you. You know, it's not and so I'm trying to educate these kids at these expos about this and show them like, "Hey, the snake bite ain't that big of a deal." You know, they're not aggressive, they're more defensive, and if it's not a defensive bite, it's a food motivated bite, and they didn't do it on purpose, they just mistaken your hand for their food. Maybe you were handling a mouse before you went to handle the snake. Maybe it was feeding day and you went to reach in on feeding day and it mistaked your hand for its food. You know, it happens and that. But if we don't educate them how they are the only thing they're gonna be exposed to is a lot of this YouTube stuff or what they see on TV, you know, and being able to educate them in person and in a controlled environment where I can, like I said, show them, "Hey, this ain't bad. This isn't something to be afraid of." If you give them their respect and that they will give you the same respect back, and you can have that bond with those animals and actually have a big puppy dog snake. Um, hold on, and I'll show everybody real quick. Give me 1 second, guys. Right, like I was saying, you can get big puppy dog snakes that you can do whatever you want to, alright? And they don't care. It just takes a little bit of work. They're not something to be afraid of, but you respect them and they'll give you that same respect and they'll become big puppy dogs. Big puppy dogs. Do almost anything you want with them. All right. Just a little bit of handling, you know, it don't actually really take much, man. And I try to explain to these people, like, you really want a puppy dog snake, handle them 10, 15 minutes, 2 to 3 times a week. That's all it takes. It don't take much. You know, you don't wanna overhandle them and stress them out, but just 10, 15 minutes, 2 to 3 times a week. That's it. You know, and you can turn a defensive snake that sitting there striking out at you into a big puppy dog. Um, but with that, guys, let me go ahead. I'm gonna say make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. Um, I am gonna go ahead and get out of here. Make sure you support your US art. Like I said, I wanted to keep it a little bit shorter tonight. I do have a lot to do. So I'm going to go ahead and roll our outro video. And remember, with hard work, determination, and positivity, your guys' dreams too can become a reality.
Hi, I'm Adam Wickens with Wickens Wicked Reptiles.
The leader of the reptile community and reptile industry, you know, they resubmerged the ship, and you know, here we are still going.
This war has been going on. I can barely even handle my emotions that we've finally got this stupid law that was made for ridiculous reasons off the books.
There were some mistakes made on April 6th, and I hope we can learn from those to reverse the interstate ban on any transportation of species listed as curious on the Fleecy Act.